It's time. We're finally doing it. We're finally going to read The Duke and I. Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. It's Megan, and today I'm going to be starting the Duke and I reading vlog. Little backstory. I received the Bridgerton Volume 1 package from Once Upon a Book Club. Maybe like a year and a half ago. I don't remember. Received it quite a bit of time ago. So a little bit about Once Upon a Book Club. They are a company that sends books along with goodies to open while you read the book. These goodies are like tied to specific pages. So as you can see, this one says page 402. So once you reach, we'll just skip to 402 here to show you. So once you reach a page, there's a little sticky note on that page that says open your gift, and then you read the acquainted gift there. So we are finally going to do this dang thing. We have literally all the books of Bridgerton series of packages. I've just got a pile of packages here. Overwhelming, to be honest. So kicking off February, we're gonna read The Duke and I, and then March we'll read whatever book 2 is, The Viscount Who Loved Me, and we're gonna unbox these bad boys together. So yes, we have The Duke and I, we have a present for page 402, we have a present for page 120, and we have a present for page 244. So roughly 3 packages per book, roughly 8 books, roughly 20 to 24-ish packages here. I'm ready to get rid of these. We're finally gonna do our reading vlog. But first, we're gonna open this little package here of all the miscellaneous things that come with a Once Upon a Book Club box. So first we have a Society Papers from Lady Whistledown. This is just a brief like guide to what is in this packages. It gives a little bit about Julia Quinn, a little conversation interview with her, a DIY mini croquet set, and then we have a challenge that you can do. Too bad I'm probably way past due on that because I could have won a $100 gift card. Oh well. So we have that. Then we also have this cute little art card here that says I burn for you. That definitely reminds me of the Bridgerton Mythical. The Mythical. That's where I'm at today. Oh gosh, it's been a long week. We have I will burn for you. There is a song in the Bridgerton musical that is about burning for someone. And then we also have this nifty little bookmark that I will be using while I read these books. And then finally we have some little gloves here. Let's get our Bridgerton on, folks, shall we? Let's see how they look. I'm gonna take off my rings so I don't rip the fabric here. Luckily I have tiny hands and tiny wrists, so these should fit. Yep. Well, don't I feel proper now? I feel like I need a little I feel like Blair Waldorf with my little headband and like some little gloves. Ooh, I think I need to go to bed. So yeah, we got some gloves. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started reading. I'm gonna go put on some comfy clothes. We're gonna curl up with this book and we're gonna get started reading so that I can actually cross this one off the list. So Nicole, yes, I did start Bridgerton for your information. You text me every day asking if I do. Yes, I've started it today. Thank you for holding me accountable. But yeah, that's all for this little snippet. I'll check in with you when I start reading. Alright friends, I am in comfy clothing now, so let's read some of The Duke and I. I have the prologue picked out here, so I'm gonna hope to read this prologue before I meet up with some friends for the evening. But yeah, the prologue is 13 pages, so I'm excited to go ahead and read this one. Let's read it together. Alright, so that was actually a fairly quick read. I was expecting this to be like a heavier text to get through. I think it's just like the size of the book was a little bit intimidating, even though I've read way bigger than this. I don't know why the size would intimidate me. The prologue was super easy to get through, very intriguing right from the start, very heavy right from the start, with like Simon going through horrible abuse, I guess you could say. Just like abandonment and I don't even know, emotional abuse right off from the get-go. I'm hooked. I can't wait to keep reading this. I do have to go meet up with friends though, so I will check in later for more of The Duke and I. Alright guys, we finally did it. We finished The Duke and I. So I just wanted to take a second take a second to review this book here and talk about my thoughts, and then also unbox these little gifts here. So right off the bat, I loved this. I really enjoyed it. For historical fiction, I don't know why, but I've always had this like negative or like heavy connotation in my head historical fiction has. So like going into it, I was nervous. I'm like, am I gonna enjoy this? Like it just sounds like it's gonna be so dense, so heavy, so hard to get through, so like sluggish, I guess you could say. And it was the complete opposite. We got right into it. The writing is so light and so easy to read. I had no trouble with it. I really enjoyed it. So if you don't know, The Duke and I is following a young woman named Daphne who's from a large family of the Bridgertons. She has been on the market per se for several years now, I think 2 or 3, and she is just looking for a love match. She doesn't want to marry just for the sake of marrying. And then we also have the Duke. I almost said the Duke of Whistleton. No. The Duke, Simon Bassett, and he is a kind of rake is what they proclaim him to be, but he had a hard childhood and he just kind of keeps to himself, and people associate him keeping to himself and being somewhat introverted as like snobbish. But he's also very good looking, so he's well off with the ladies, and people would just perceive him to be a rake and or a player because of that. So essentially Daphne and Simon meet and they come up with a plan that benefits both sides. So by pretending to fake date, the females and the mothers particularly won't be like going to Simon trying to get them to marry their daughters. On the other hand, Daphne will appear more valuable, for lack of a better term. She'll have more appeal to the male, I almost said male genre, to men in general. They will see her as more of a like love interest rather than just a friend, and so it just kind of benefits both sides. And of course there's fake dating, which leads to actual romance because it's a romance novel. What else do you expect? I really loved it. It is somewhat graphic, so be prepared for that. And it is an adult romance, but the like settings, the characters, everything was just so much fun. And I loved Daphne learning more about family and being a wife and being a mother, and just like being so innocent, and you're learning alongside her almost, is really fun. So overall, it was just a really great time. I highly recommend if you enjoyed the TV series, or if you have any interest in historical romance, or even if you just like romance in general, this is a really fun read. It's definitely got that fantasy romance feel, like royalty-ish romance. Regency romance, I think, is the technical term. This is the Once Upon a Book Club edition though, so as you know, or if you don't know, you're gonna learn right now. Once Upon a Book Club, when they send a book, they send gifts alongside that book, and then as you read through the book, you will come upon those gifts through your pages. So when you reach a page, it will say open your gift here, and then you will read the gift with the corresponding page written on the wrapping. We'll go ahead and open our gifts. We already opened, I believe, the pre-package with like all the information and stuff. So let's open the gift for page 120. So right in the book where the sticky note was, it's talking about Simon bringing flowers to Daphne's mom. So I'm assuming that this is either like some type of flower or some type of bouquet or something to that extent. Let's see. Yes. It's fake tulips. These are an interesting feel, honestly. They've got like a rubbery velvet texture. I really don't know how to describe it, but I do like fake plants because I suck at keeping flowers alive. So if these had been real, they would have been long dead. So this is nice to have, just a decorative piece. Decorative? Decorative. A decorative piece for the house. You can just pop these in a vase. Don't have to worry about taking care of them. Don't have to worry about cats eating them and becoming sick from them. So I will definitely set these out during springtime. Ooh. They smell like rubber. All right, next is page 244. And let's see what they're talking about. Okay, so this one feels somewhat of a gimme even before getting to the page because it is in a ring box. Page 244 here. It's in a ring box, so I'm assuming it's a ring. Also, they're talking about a ring in the book at this point. Simon removed his gloves, leaned forward, and took the ring out of the box. So I do believe that this is going to be a ring. But I have been getting more into wearing rings as fashion pieces. So maybe this will be a cute little new piece of my jewelry collection. Ooh! So here's what it looks like. And it actually, I don't know if that's focused, but it's actually so pretty. It's silver and it's got an aquamarine type jewel at the center. It does appear to be a tiny bit small. I feel like I have small fingers myself and it's a little bit tight. So it's definitely more of a like fashion-y piece. So there's kind of what it looks like. And I will be adding, oh, I thought it was stuck for a second. Had a mini, started sweating, got a little mini panic attack there. We're good, it's off. Okay, so that is our ring box and ring. And this is our final gift. It's for page 402. Let's see what was going on. It's just the Lady Whistledown is writing with her quill in this point, so maybe it's just a quill set. I'm honestly not sure what it's gonna be this time. It doesn't feel as, it feels a little more subtle than the other two. So let's find out together. Oh, okay, it was a quill. Oh, and it's got like, it's like a full quill. Oh my gosh, like it's a full-on set. Like we have extra metal little writing utensil pieces and then like an actual ink set or cup or what, a bottle. I don't know, I can't think of words today, but each like of the little metal pieces has a different tip so you can write different ways. I might actually give this to my mom as a gift because she loves calligraphy and handwriting and this kind of stuff. So I think this is gonna be a fun little Easter present for her. Mom, if you're watching this before Easter, you didn't see anything. All right, you guys, that is all the gifts and my review of The Duke and I. I'm so glad to have finally read it and to finally get these little objects out of my space here, or put them to use in my space and not just have objects on the ground. So thank you guys for tagging along. Let me know what your thoughts are on The Duke and I. I will be reading The Viscount Who Loved Me next, and I'll check in with you in my next one. Bye, friends.